Hi there, it's January 27th and time for Proverbs 27. Still Solomon's Proverbs that were copied down by King Hezekiah's men. The scribes copied these down. And there's another couple chapters of these still. So let's get into it. And some of these are already highlighted from last time. So we did this version last January too. Do not boast about tomorrow, for you do not know what a day may bring. Right? What did Jesus say? Worry about today. The day has enough worries of its own. And there's a note over here in the Geneva Bible. Delay not the time, but take occasion when it is offered. This one's important. Verse 2, let another praise you and not your own mouth, a stranger and not your own lips, right? When you praise yourself, what does that make you? Prideful and arrogant. What does God hate? Prideful and arrogant, right? Humility, humble is the key. 3, a stone is heavy and a sand is weighty, but a fool's provocation is heavier than both. Fool's wrath, it says over here. Provoke, right? You know, some fools like to provoke people looking for trouble, right? 4, wrath is cruel, anger is overwhelming, but who can stand before jealousy? Right? Nobody can stand before jealousy, okay? You're right. Wrath is cruel and anger is overwhelming, but you can't stand before jealousy. It says envy over here. All right. Or they cannot be reconciled, it says, right? Jealousy involves the betrayal or suspected betrayal of somebody you loved and trusted, okay? There is no worse anger than when you are betrayed by somebody that you loved and trusted. Okay? And you don't get over that. Okay, not easily. Okay, 5, better is open rebuke than hidden love. Right? You think that? If you love somebody, you should show them and tell them, not hide it. 6, faithful are the wounds of a friend, profuse are the kisses of an enemy. What's this note over here? They are flattering and seem friendful. Right. They're just setting you up, aren't they? 7, one who is full loathes honey, but one who is hungry, everything bitter is sweet, right? Full, had a big meal, couldn't eat another bite, nothing sounds good. When you're starving, everything sounds good, right? Always. Good saying. 8, like a bird that strays from its nest is a man who strays from his home. Like that? Play in your own backyard, right? What happens when a bird strays from its nest? Right? Predators come in and steal the eggs and the young. Snakes and owls and birds of prey, lizards, squirrels, anything. Right? Stay home. 9, oil and perfume make the heart glad, and the sweetness of a friend comes from earnest counsel. There's a note there. And so does the sweetness of a friend that comes from his earnest counsel. Hearty counsel, right? Some people, a lot of women, most women love the smell of perfume and essential oils, and just makes them glad when they smell that stuff, right? The sweetness of a friend comes from his earnest counsel. Somebody loves you and they're counseling you, right? That is the sweetness of a friend. Okay, 10 is highlighted. Don't forsake your friend or your father's friend, And do not go to your brother's house in the day of your calamity. Better is a neighbor who is near than a brother who is far away. Right? Now, I have some good friends close by, right? And my children, respect them. And my children could go to them if they had a problem, okay? I could go to them if they had a problem. My brother, as it says in here, it's very apropos verse. My brother lives 750 miles away from me, right? I could get to my friend's house in 15 minutes. And they would gladly take me in and help me if a calamity happened, right? In the day of your calamity, right? Good stuff. 11, be wise, my son, and make my heart glad that I may answer him who reproaches me. Right? If you raise your kids right, that means teaching them everything while they're young, right? Up to 8 years old is when they learn all of their habits, okay? And I taught my children well, so if somebody else came to me and reproaches me, I could confidently answer, my son would never do that. You are wrong. And be completely confident in my answer, that I may answer him who reproaches me. Okay. 12, the prudent sees danger and hides himself, but the simple go on and suffer for it. Just think about all the protests going on in the last 4 or 5 years. Okay? You didn't see me out there. But the simple will just, I'm just going to drive down the street. Nobody will do anything. And then they turn his car over and drag him out and kill him and burn his car and go on and suffer for it, right? Okay. Solomon talked about this over and over and over again. And Hagersman had to mention, right? Take a man's garment when he has put up security for a stranger, and hold it in pledge when he puts up security for an adulteress. I don't know why they put adulteress in there, but foreign woman. But yeah. If you're co-signing for somebody, get a collateral, okay? We said this before. If your kid needs a car to get to work, Dad, I don't know any quick, can you call somewhere? Yeah, but I'm going to take your dirt bike and your Xbox, and I'm going to hold on to those until you pay it off. Right? And if you don't pay it off, I'm going to sell that stuff and get my money back because I'll have to pay your loan. Right? To get a collateral. Most banks require collateral. Right? 14, whoever blesses his neighbor with a loud voice rising early in the morning will be counted as cursing. Right? Be nice to your neighbor. Hi, morning, neighbor. And he's asleep. Say. Right. That'd be counted as cursing. What is wrong with you? Okay, 15. A continual dripping on a rainy day and a quarrelsome wife are alike. To restrain her is to restrain the wind or to grasp oil in one's right hand. Now, this came right from Solomon, right? 700 wives. I can't even imagine. Okay, 17. Very important, this one. Iron sharpens iron, and one man sharpens another. There's a note here. Sharpens the face of another. Right? Iron sharpens iron. Okay? Think about that. If you want to be a good car mechanic, if you want to learn all about the workings of your car, are you going to go and hang around with a baker? No. You're going to find a good car mechanic, and you're going to hang around a good car mechanic. Okay? Iron sharpens iron. Okay? I spent much of my career as a computer technician, and I hung around other computer technicians. There was always 4 or 5 of us in the group, and we learned off of each other, because everybody specialized in a certain area of the computer. My specialist was memory systems, and I could look at a memory chip from across the room and tell you how big it was, what size it was, what it belonged in, and when it was made. So they would say, Emma, what is this? And I would tell them, and I could do the same thing. Somebody was special in video cards, and somebody hard drives and motherboards, and we sharpened each other, and everybody learned. Okay. If you want to learn something, hang around people that are doing what you want to learn. Okay. Iron sharpens iron. Hmm? 18, whoever tends a fig tree will eat its fruit, and he who guards his master will be honored. Right. Now, it was a law in these times that when you hired people to pick your fruit and tend your gardens, they were allowed to eat as much as they wanted from your garden. All right. Because that was just the law. They were allowed to do that. Whoever tends a fig tree will eat its fruit. 19, as in water, face reflects face, so the heart of man reflects man. Okay. Mirrors. Okay. As a mirror reflects the face, your heart reflects the man. You can tell a person by what's in his heart, and sometimes you can tell what's in a person's heart by the way they act. Okay. There's a note over here. Boom. There is no difference between man and man but nature, but only the grace of God maketh the difference. Interesting, huh? Hey, 20. Sheol and Abaddon are never satisfied, and never satisfied are the eyes of man. This is the problem with the world today, right? Think about it. Sheol and Abaddon are never satisfied, always want more. Never satisfied are the eyes of man, right? There are some who are completely satisfied with everything they have, with their place, in their walk. These people are rich, okay? Money doesn't make you rich. Rich is being satisfied, having enough, and having joy, and being thankful for everything you have. But people always want more, right? They could buy a new car, and in a week they're looking at another new car. Wow, I like that one better, right? And we go to Walmart and fill our house with junk, right? And Amazon makes billions of dollars selling people junk. Okay? Never satisfied are the eyes of man. That's a deep one right there, huh? 21. The crucible is for silver and the furnace is for gold, and man is tested by his praise. That's a reputation, okay? According to his dignity, it says over here. That is, he is either known to be ambitious and glorious or humble and modest. Right. A person is known by what other people say about him. Okay? If you only say kind things and you're humble, you don't brag, and you uplift people, people will talk about that. He is a nice person. He is just a genuinely nice, wonderful person. And you'll be known by your praise. Okay? Okay, this one's kind of weird. See my dog there? 22, crush a fool in a mortar with a pestle along with crushed grain, yet his folly will not depart from him. Wow. That's kind of a brutal thing, huh? You can't separate a fool from his foolishness. Man. Now, God can do anything, okay? God works miracles every day. Okay. Now, this last one goes all together, and it's important too. 23 through 27. Right? Know well the conditions of your flocks, and give attention to your herds, for riches do not last forever. And does the ground endure through all generations? Yeah. When the grass is gone, I got an itch here. When the grass is gone and the new growth appears, and the vegetation of the mountains is gathered, the lambs will provide your clothing, and the goats the price of a field. There will be enough goat's milk for your food and the food of your household, and maintenance for your girls' employees. Right? You could write this in today's language. Know well the condition of your accounts, your bank accounts, your money, your bills. Right? Know this stuff. Doesn't mean hand it over to your wife. It means you know this stuff. You take responsibility. Okay? Know when the money's coming, where it's coming from. Right? Have enough there to pay everything. And if you know these things, there will be enough food for everybody, and your bills will be paid. Right? It's just important to know the condition of your flocks, it says here, right? Wealth was measured then by how many animals they had, many times. You read all through the Old Testament. He had 10,000 sheep and 60,000 goats, and and that's how wealth was measured. Okay, now wealth is measured by wealth. Okay, so and you need to know the condition. Okay, that means every day looking. Okay, what bills are due? Pay them early. Make sure the money is in the bank. Make sure the food is there. Make sure you have enough stored up. Important stuff. Well, there's Proverbs 27. Okay. We'll go over the highlights. Even though there's a lot of highlights, but we'll read over them. Don't boast about tomorrow, for you do not know what a day may bring. Right? Live for today. Right? Jesus talked about that too. You probably got it from here. 2 is important. Let another praise you and not your own mouth, a stranger and not your own lips. If you praise yourself, that means you are prideful and arrogant and conceited, and God hates all those things. Okay? God likes humble. And it feels better when somebody else builds you up. Okay? That's called honor, when somebody honors you. For wrath is cruel and anger is overwhelming, but who can stand before jealousy? Right? The betrayal of a friend, it eats you alive. It says envy over here. Okay? But envy and jealousy are 2 different things. Jealousy is a better word, I think, because that's everybody has felt that at one time or another, and it's a pain that doesn't go away because it involves being betrayed. Okay? Okay, 7 is highlighted. One who is full loathes honey, but one who is hungry, to one who is hungry, everything bitter is sweet. Right? Any food, if you're starving, any food will taste good. Right? Think about that next time you're full. 8's highlighted. Like a bird that strays from its nest is a man who strays from its home. Don't stay home. Don't stray from your nest. Okay? Somebody will come in and take things. Okay? 10 is highlighted. Do not forsake your friend or your father's friend, or do not go to your brother's house in the day of your calamity. Better is a neighbor who is near than a brother who is far away. Right? Like I said, my brother lives 750 miles away on the other side of the country, and he would take me in a calamity. But I have friends who are 15 minutes away, right, who would also take me in. Okay, 11's highlighted. Be wise, my son, and make my heart glad, that I may answer him who reproaches me. If you raise wise, honest, humble children, nobody can come to you and say anything against them, because you will know your kids and know they would never do that. Okay? Important. And 17, we talked about this. Iron sharpens iron, and one man sharpens another. Okay? And it says iron, gold sharpens gold. Right? A baker will sharpen another baker. Right? A computer tech will sharpen another computer tech. And on, right? 19 is highlighted. As in water, face reflects face, so the heart of man reflects the man, right? Mirror, you can take it, this is a mirror. A mirror reflects, you can see who you are. The heart of man reflects the man, right? Your heart is a mirror to who you are. People can see that. 20. Problem with the world, right? Soul and Abaddon are never satisfied, and never satisfied are the eyes of man. So, never have enough, do you? Never have enough. That's why wars are fought, and that's why there are problems, and that's why people are broke, because they never have enough. Because your eyes are never satisfied. Okay, 21's highlighted. The crucible is for silver, and the furnace is for gold, and a man is tested by his praise. Right? what other people say about you, good or bad, right? That is like the refining fire. You can say and think to yourself, I'm a gentle, a gentle person. And somebody goes, I saw you hit that guy over there. Okay, you're not a gentle person. And they will say, by your praise, okay, what other people say about you. It's reputation. Right? How do you improve your reputation? By always being kind. Mm-hmm. And 23 through 26, we just highlighted the first two ones. Right? Know well the condition of your flocks and give attention to your herds, for riches do not last forever, and does a crown endure for all generations. Okay? Know well the condition of your bank accounts. Know when your bills are due. Know what bills are due. Don't give that to somebody else. Okay? Men, I'm talking to you. It is your job. Okay? Know the food that's in there. Know what you need. It's important. So, there you go. That is Proverbs 27. I can look real quick and see what we're doing today in day 27 of our Through the Map. We're reading the first map, half of Matthew 18. So stay tuned for that later. So there you go. Lots of good stuff in Proverbs. That's a good advice, right? To take that to heart. But give us a like if you think about it. And we'll continue later on. See ya.